So 10 years ago, I started a YouTube channel, not knowing anything about YouTube at all. And over the past 10 years, we've grown it to be a multi-million-dollar business. If you don't know me, my name is Zeb. 10 years ago, me and my boys started Extreme Toys TV. And over the course of 10 years, we've gained billions of views and millions of subscribers, like 8 or 9 million subscribers. And the whole time doing this, I had no idea what I was doing. So 10 years ago, I worked in IT sales mainly. And at the same time, me and my boys made silly videos for the internet for fun. 10 years ago, YouTube was like the Wild West. There was nobody, there was people making a living on it, but it wasn't well known. I didn't think really anything about it at first. See, over the course of a couple months, I was working my full-time job and then I was doing YouTube with the boys. Something happened where I started to make money on YouTube, like a lot of money on YouTube. And it started to become very apparent that I had to make a choice. So on one hand, I had my job that had health insurance and benefits and all the things you need for a growing family. But on the other hand, I had YouTube, which was making more money in 1 month than I did the entire year at my job. Another thing I noticed at that time about YouTube was its unlimited growth potential. Me and my boys loved doing what we were doing. I got to see them every day. I got to work with them. And we did nothing but have fun. But I didn't want to quit my job at the time because making money online then, it was not normal. In fact, not gonna lie, it almost felt illegal what I was doing. There wasn't anything online about making a full-time living on YouTube. In fact, there were people saying like, don't even bother with that because YouTube won't be around in the next 10 years anyways. So one day, sitting at my job, I kind of just snapped. I really wanted to step into the unknown. Like I was doing YouTube very part-time then. I really wondered like what would happen if I went all in on YouTube. See if this works. Don't blow up in there. This may or may not work. Here we go. It worked way better than expected. And here I am, 10 years later, making shaving cream bombs for our YouTube channel. Brightness. Made a mess, I gotta clean it up. Got shaving cream all over the camera. Refillable water grenades. Freaking awesome. Okay, this would probably work a lot better if I added just a little bit of water. Just like that. And I'll fill this side. Close that. Wash it off, shake it up. And truthfully, it's been the most stressful 10 years of my life. Never knew when the bottom was gonna fall out. I had to learn special effects from scratch. I had to manage the time I had with my sons. We wouldn't let them work more than 3 hours a week. So I had to have everything set up and ready to go. I also had to actually be able to turn it off, to be an actual dad. The entire time, I was flying by the seat of my pants. And you know what? It was awesome. It made a bigger mess than normal. And that's kind of why I started this channel. Looking back after 10 years, I started to think about what makes a video blow up, what makes a video go wild on the internet. And if you really narrow it down, it's not the fancy cameras or the fancy editing or the crazy thumbnails. It's repeatedly being entertaining. I know that's like, duh, but every story consists of like 4 things. And we're gonna make a story with this today. And I think I have a good idea, but it's gonna be really messy. So every story starts with a hook, all right? We're making a YouTube short just to see how this goes. Every story starts with a hook. Something that's very eye-catching right off the bat. Well, filling one of these things with shaving cream, that's a hook. Immediately want to see what happens next. Okay, and then from there, you need some sort of tension. You need some sort of way to keep them watching. You need a buildup to a payoff. Now, I think I have a perfect buildup and a perfect payoff, but I'm gonna need a lot more shaving cream. This is gonna get really, really messy. Do you ever wonder what would happen if you filled your leaf blower up with shaving cream and shot it? Don't lie. I know you're interested in what's gonna happen. All right, it's full of shaving cream. Let's see if I can hit the camera. I need a battery. Ready? Turbo button. I'm gonna have to rethink this. Okay, so that didn't work totally, but maybe it did. So it just shot a big clump out. That might be enough for what we need. Here's my vision, my dream. So he's gonna fill the water blaster with the shaving cream. He's gonna try and shoot it. It jams, completely jams up. All 4 shots jam up. So there's like a chunk of shaving cream in there, pretend. And then his last one is gonna fire a big chunk of shaving cream and hit me. So you have your hook, which was the shaving cream filling up, the tension, which is him building up for this shooting thing, and then the payoff will be me getting hit. Me getting hit, on the other hand, I think we have this old trick that we do where I'm just gonna spray it in a shovel and have my son launch the shaving cream and hit me. See how that goes. Here's the first try. All right, so you're gonna have to fake the whole thing. You're gonna have to, when I say go, shoot and like recoil back. Like really recoil back, like really sell it. Yeah, there you go. Go. We got it full this time. We're trying to get the angle correct.
What is turbo?
That's, you gotta use turbo.
That's what that.
Okay, this is where my years of special effects experience are about to come in. Let's see if I can make this happen. Okay, so that actually worked out really well. Here it is. It sells it. The last thing that you really need to go viral is relatability. And everything that I just did, it's relatable to our audience, 100%. But you gotta be relatable to your audience. Now, I did all this because I made a course. Like, of course I made a course, but it teaches you how we go viral like this in more breakdowns. We break down how we do shorts and how we do long form video. And I know for a fact that it works every single time, if done correctly. Dude, he's completely missed. He got it in my ear.
It didn't have the physics the way I thought it would physics.
I went one way and then this way.
Just keep going the same way a little more. Right there.
Go.
Let me scoop it up. It's so heavy. Vic, you want to fling it?
This has become a nightmare. Okay, let's hit me in the chest hard.
I'm going to try.
Go. I mean, kinda.
That was better.